energy. I'm not no regular entity. I'm not your friend, I'm your enemy. I don't know what's got an enemy lately. I'm just feeling.
What is up, everybody? My name's Nick, aka Morbid Leo Beast. Welcome to the Lair of the Beast. Today we got my boy, Bigger Staff Gaming, aka DrBeaker, in the house. How you doing, my guy?
What's up?
What's up, man? How's your day going? You having a good day? Big chilling.
Oh, that actually looks pretty good. It's not horrible.
No?
I can deal with that.
Good,
No,
good.
It looks okay. I just wanted to see what it looked like on stream.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Day's going good. Like I said, I've been up since 4:30. Had work. I opened the store today at 5:30 in the morning. So.
Ooh, where do you work at again?
I work at a grocery store called HEB.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah, I'm a personal shopper.
Personal shop. I used to work at like you know what Myers is? Do you guys have Myers down there at all? It's like our big chain grocery store. It's like our competitor to Walmart, sort of.
Gotcha.
But I was just a cart boy though. Didn't do nothing, nothing too spectacular.
Yeah.
So all right, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into these questions here. So first off, I want to kind of get off and how did we meet? I don't 100% remember how we met, to be honest. I know it was probably through someone else's stream, 100%. What's your take on it?
So we officially met, I think, like started talking and became friends through AG.
Oh yeah, yep. Right.
And then I'm sure that I saw you like in Adam's stream, like here and there.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, pretty much. But I mean, like AG is what like brought us to friendship.
And I feel bad when I say this, but I totally forget about AG sometimes. I totally forget that was a thing. But no, I met a bunch of cool people in that group, man. That was a lot of fun.
Still in AG's cool, man. It's changed a lot since you've left.
Has it?
Like it's a totally different thing now. Like I won't get too into it. We'll talk about that more privately. But
right.
It's totally different. There's like none of the same people that are there that were there when you were there.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Hopefully you guys are you're still making friends in it though. You're bringing in some good people that you feel like are worth it to that community.
We're basically doing like a whole revamp because okay, so I'll tell you this: Pastor left.
Right.
He was like, hey, I'll be back soon, and then never came back. So we're doing like a whole revamp. We're getting a new logo, like all that stuff. It's gonna be really cool. We're launching new merch. We're gonna revamp the esports stuff.
Nice.
So it's gonna be cool. We're bringing in new people. We're trying to keep it to less than what we had. I think when you were there. I think when you were there, it was like 50 people.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in it for sure.
Which we're definitely trying. I think we're at like 30 right now or something like that. But we're trying to keep it around there.
That's definitely. I think it's definitely a good idea. I feel like the problem, my only problem that I had with it was just people get lost and people, you know, it is what it is. But I definitely loved it, and it was definitely like a family when I was in it. The chat was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, besides that, why don't you go ahead and tell me when did you start streaming?
Streaming on a terrible day, which was September 11th.
Nice.
So now I get to celebrate September 11th every year while everyone is sad.
I'm not laughing. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, so I started on September 11th of last year, and I actually joined AG before I even started streaming.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So because Tyler Lee Clark was in there, I saw that he was in it, and he talked to me about it, and then I was like, do I need to stream to join? And they were like, no, as long as it's all, you know, it's in your plans. And so that happened, and I started streaming on September 11th of last year, and it hasn't been as consistent as I like, but I mean, I was also still in school when I started, so that kind of held back things, and then work as well. So, you know, I have to juggle life with it too, and I also have a girlfriend, and you know, I got to prioritize time.
Oh yeah, I'm just double checking some things here real quick. to make sure that they can hear me and they can see me. So they can hear us both. We're good.
Cool.
I just had nightmares of the last thing. But yeah, no, Tyler, I haven't seen him around in a while. It's like he had stopped streaming as well for personal reasons. But I do miss him, man. He was a super fun streamer to go and watch as well. He was a super nice guy.
Yeah, I still keep in contact with him. We're friends, not just video game wise, but music wise as well. He's in a band called Nerve, which if you haven't heard, you should definitely listen to them. And like, I listened to Nerve way before I knew Tyler. I saw their thing pop up when they put out their first music video, and in like 3 days, it had like 250,000 views on Facebook.
Jeez.
Like, okay, this has to be decent. If like, I know ads can only do so much, so this has to be semi decent if it's getting this many views. So I listened to it and I was like, holy shit, this slaps.
Oh yeah.
And so I've been listening to them since, and then me and him would just kind of bullshit every once in a while on Twitter, and then we started playing games together, like while he was streaming, and then we became best friends. So.
No, that's super cool to see, especially as you guys have the both common interests. You have the video game interests and you have the music interests, and that's super awesome. It's gotta feel cool, to be honest. Like not necessarily, I wouldn't say fanboy out, but you probably had to. It probably felt cool to like, oh, this guy is in a band that I actually like, and I didn't know him before.
It definitely was that at first. When I played with him for the first time on stream, or when he was streaming, and it's funny because like, we knew each other but didn't like know each other,
Mm-hmm.
And one second, I'm doing something on my laptop.
You're fine.
And so when I was first playing with him, like it was like we were homies for forever, just like the bullshit we were doing in Realm and all that stuff. I don't know, it was just awesome.
Oh yeah, that's always good when you have that, you have a connection with somebody. You're not necessarily just playing with them like, oh hey man, you want to play? Yeah, okay. And you just like sit in silence. I've had that a few times, and that's not fun at all.
I've actually, with one of my really close friends that I play with now, Bless, he plays Realm, and I was just kind of looking up like random Realm streams, and I went into his stream, talked to him for a little bit, and he's like a pretty quiet dude if you don't know him. And so I was like, hey man, we should play, after a while, after hanging out with him in his stream. And the first like 3 or 4 games, it was just kind of silence and just like call outs during the game, and that was pretty much it. And but after that, we became closer, and
right.
He's a real homie now. So, but I totally get it. It can be if you don't know the person before you start playing with them, it can definitely be weird.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially like, have you met somebody have you played with somebody? I'm definitely a lot more leery about it nowadays, but somebody comes into your stream while you're playing Realm or whatever game you're playing, and hey man, you don't even know them, never said anything before, but they're like, hey man, can I play with you?
Yeah, so I get that a lot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
I'm sure we all get it a lot. Like especially the smaller streamers. And it's just like one of those, and I mean, I'm sure we all do the exact same thing, and I do what I do because of what I've heard people like you and like the same size streamers that we are, when they come in and ask that, I'm just like, yeah, if you hang out and become a homie and whatever. Because most of the time, I'd say 80% of the time I'll get a follow and they're like, can I play with you? I was like, yeah, if I see you in a couple days, you hang out with the stream a lot, if you're here basically,
right,
and you're supporting the stream, then yeah, absolutely, I have no problem playing with you. I love to do games with viewers. It's it's awesome. And then I'll say that, they disappear from chat, and I notice we lose a follower.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Okay. Like, it doesn't bother me, but it's just really funny because I'm like, all right, dude, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what their mentality is like. I guess when I first started my stream, I've made the mistake of going into people's chats before and maybe asking them for advice before I even like fully started streaming, and they kind of told me the same thing. I guess back then I kind of felt like, I don't know, I kind of felt like they were being a dick, but in reality, now that you're at, you're at the point where you have people that you play with and you have friends, and you have a bunch of people come in and ask that, I totally understood where it was coming from. But yeah, it's the same kind of concept as whenever I play with those guys. I've had guys come in and be start automatically just cussing and saying explicit words that I cannot say. And so that's the only reason that I end up doing that is because of that. But it's odd.
I had to ban the first person I've ever banned in my chat the other day.
Really?
Yeah, it was a total random. Never seen this person in my stream. Never noticed them in game in Realm. And
One second. I'm gonna take off there. Doc High, thank you so much for that fucking raid of 3 million, my dude. Thank you so much. Sorry, back to the interview. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, buddy. They wouldn't been able to hear you.
Good, bro. I've got it pulled up right now, so I see exactly what you're doing. It's cool.
Cool.
So ban the first person. It came to my chat, and I've had multiple times where randoms that I've killed in game, they come into chat, they're pissed off. They're like, "Oh, you're trash," blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And he said something about how much I sucked at the game, and I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that." and then the next message that he sent was in Spanish, and it ended with a word that definitely looked like the N-word.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna translate that real quick." And sure enough, it was talking shit and had the N-word at the end of it. I was like, "All right, bet. Bye bye."
Right.
So, like, all right,
God.
man, I'm just gonna go ahead and ban you real quick and not have to deal with that shit. Like, I don't care if you come to my stream and talk shit. Like, it's whatever. I could care less. You're typing on a keyboard.
I know. I don't understand what people like get out of it. What do they? I don't know. What's their purpose for it? Like, oh, it's funny to see this guy get mad, or it's funny I want to get this guy banned for no reason. Like, come on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get. Okay, so shit talking is just like it comes with gaming. That's fine, and it doesn't bother me at all. But when you start saying shit like that, then it does. I mean, saying stuff like that, it doesn't bother me. But I'm just like, this isn't the place for that. You can leave.
Right. Exactly. Know? Yeah, I definitely try to keep my stream in a good positive light. I don't like a bunch of people coming in and any not any negativity at all, because there's sometimes room for some, but I don't like to keep any of that around at all, no matter what it is. So,
like
so we got. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if it's your stream and you're talking about, like, it's kind of like a read the room situation. Like, if you're talking about something that might be negative, then have that conversation. But unless that, then positive vibes only. Exactly.
Yep. That's definitely the way that I look at things, in as a whole. But we did get kind of, I guess, off topic from that from our first question. All right, so we're gonna go on to the second question. So what we're gonna do here is we got a list of questions here, but we're gonna get about halfway through them, and then we're gonna switch over. We're gonna watch clips, and I have a couple things that I want to show you and get your opinion and your point of view on, and then we're gonna finish off the questions, and we'll go from there. Okay. So
okay.
So the second question we got here: where did your username come from? And let's go with DrBeaker, obviously, because we get the first one.
Yeah. So. Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna go with.
Okay. You do your thing. Whatever. Do your thing.
This is my interview.
It is. You're right.
So I went with. So I was making my Twitch account.
Yep.
And I had a Twitch account before that, which was bigger staff, like _14 or something like that. And I was making my Twitch account to stream on. And me and my girlfriend were like trying to think of names and all this stuff. And she was like, well, what about Beaker? Because in high school, I do the Beaker face, the frowny face really well. And so she was like, and our friend Haley always compared me to that picture. And so she was like, what about Beaker? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's sick. And I made the account, and then I just didn't go with it for some reason. I think it was just like a self-conscious thing. I don't know. And so I just went with Bigger Staff Gaming, because I always have Bigger Staff in any of the names that I make, because my last name is fucking awesome.
Right.
And then I was in AG and playing, and I was like, man, it's just so long. Like, I don't know why my head goes to like the inconvenience of having to type in twitch.tv/biggerstaffgaming.
Right. There's a lot, yeah.
No one does. They just go to who they're following, but that's just how my mind works.
Yep.
And so I was like, I'll go back to the Beaker thing, And then I was watching a buddy of mine stream Trauma Llama. He was playing Rocket League, and I was like, "Hey, I'm thinking of changing my name. What do you think of DrBeaker? I've literally got it typed in right now. Should I do it?" And he was like, "Yes, go do that. It sounds awesome. That's a great name." And I was like, "All right, bet." So I changed it immediately as soon as he said that. So yeah, that's the word the beaker part came from.
Awesome.
The doctor thing was just a random thing that I thought made it sound cooler.
No, it definitely does. I kind of ran into the same issue with the length, though, because when I first started, mine was morbidly obese 1995, obviously year I was born. So that's just so long to type in. Like, morbidly obese is already extremely long to type in. So I had to go with, I tried to go with just normal, get rid of the 1995, go with the normal morbidly obese, but of course that was taken somewhere. So I had to do like the cliche gamer thing and put the X in front and in back of it for it to work. But you know what? It works out. And no, I'm glad that you went with DrBeaker, though. That is definitely a little more of a catchy name, more pleasant, sounding name than bigger stuff. Yes.
Would it be better if I kind of zoomed in my face cam a little bit?
I haven't seen how it looks. Go ahead and try.
Let's see. I'm watching right now. I'll let you know if it. Let's go ahead and take this off. 1 sec.
I can cut it down real quick to, but I can't see to do that.
And border off.
Sorry, boys. Technical difficulties, real quick.
Yeah, there was a whole thing. All right, I'm centering it on the stream.
If we do boop, 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 and boop. That looks way better. There we go.
Yeah, cool.
Good talk. Good talk. All right.
Yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, we could probably make this look a little better.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
But it looks fine for what we had to deal with fucking Discord.
Better than a robot voice. But yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so
we got word of your news and income.
Yep. So we're good to go for that now. I say let's go on to the next one here. We got what games do you enjoy the most right now? So I'm gonna kind of split this question up because it is two different questions in one. What's the game that you're enjoying most right now?
I would say Realm.
Yeah, but you can't say that. Let's be honest.
I can't in my heart say that and be truthful. I love Realm, but it's dog shit.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Honestly, man, like I don't really have a favorite game right now.
Fair.
I'm kind of like trying to find it. Like GTA is fun. I've played the role play stuff is cool.
Mm-hmm.
The cycle is really cool. Rocket League's cool, but I don't really have a favorite honestly right now.
Fair enough. I mean, a lot of people are going through that right now. With obviously like a lot of the people that we know being a lot of Realm players and stuff like that are coming out of this like not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go from there. It's definitely a super difficult thing when you're in love with a shit game,
I should say, if we're being honest, it's Realm, but not because of like the game. It's because of like hanging out with people while I'm playing the game.
Right.
The people that I play the game with. That's more of a reason than the actual game itself.
Yes, fair. That's 100% fair. I definitely love it. Yeah, the game's definitely brought me more friends than anything else in this world has. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's insane.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, though. So, can you give me the list of your top 5 games of all time? Of your lifetime, I should say.
So original PS1 Spyro.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that a lot.
Super Mario Bros.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 007 GoldenEye, but like if you were to look at that game now, I mean, it's just so ridiculous. I guess to be fair, all the old ones are.
That's funny that you say that because Soda Man said the same thing. 007 GoldenEye.
Yeah. I love Rocket League. I've played Rocket League for forever. It's kind of weird it's not as enjoyable, ironically, to play streaming like it used to be cooler, but now I'm just like, I don't know why it's just not as fun to stream anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to just playing it, I do love Rocket League. And then wait, where am I at? Is that 4?
That's 2.5.
Okay, yeah.
The 2.5. Oh, that's 3. I'm sorry, 3. Yes, 3.
I'm gonna take GoldenEye off the list.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go Halo and Call of Duty.
Ooh, which Call of Duty? Are you talking about the whole series? Because there's definitely some good ones in there. There's some shitters in there.
I'm gonna narrow it down to 4 and Modern Warfare 2 and 3.
Ooh, Modern Warfare 2, good old Rust days. That's some good stuff right there. I like that.
Yeah.
You always feel like somebody's watching me? Oh, you should. I always feel like somebody's watching.
Somebody's watching me.
Sing it, boy. All right. So what would be like your favorite memory or achievement that you've gotten from streaming, or that you feel like your favorite milestone that you've hit as far as streaming goes?
Obviously, affiliate.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great one. But so it was cool to hit affiliate, but because I was in AG, I feel like I didn't hit it organically.
Right.
Because it was like as soon as I joined, there was almost 50 people in AG at the time. So it was like I literally got affiliate in a week, which just doesn't happen.
Right.
99% of the people. So affiliate was cool, but I would say favorite memories are the raids that I've gotten, which being from Adam, and then I just got one the other day actually from Lanio.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
crazy.
I was tripping out.
I think I was here for the one when
so,
Adam rated you. That was really cool.
Yeah, Adam actually has rated me twice. And then the second one, I went from like 5 subs to 25 subs.
Jeez.
Or some crazy shit like that. So I don't know. That was just a really awesome. I'd say that's probably that raid was probably my favorite memory from streaming.
That's awesome, man. It's always good when you're like, because there'll be days where you have nothing happen at all, and then you'll really feel down on yourself, and then something like that'll happen, and then you'll just instantly like rekindle that fire that makes you want to stream and keep going, man. I love when something like that happens. It's great, man. It's real great.
I was playing Realm with Bless, and I literally couldn't even function. Like everything that I couldn't focus on the game because there was so much happening in chat and the notifications and all that stuff. Like we just got destroyed immediately as soon as we dropped 2 games in a row because I couldn't play.
Yep.
Like I was literally I say it on stream multiple times. I was literally sweating.
Yes.
How crazy everything was.
Oh, you should have been there, but I got raided by Thor one time.
I was there. We were playing together.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. I literally lost that game, and because I was doing so good, man. I was doing so good, and then all of a sudden that happened. I was just like, I can't concentrate. I'm done. I lost that game and the next one.
Wasn't it with like 103 viewers or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was nuts, dude. It was. I didn't want to bring this into me, but yeah, sorry. It was crazy though.
You're
really
exactly
was.
right though. It's just those moments especially as like a smaller streamer who, when you have like 5 to 9 viewers, and it just. I don't know where you have 120. It's just.
I know.
I really awesome
wanted to poop myself. I was right there.
Yeah,
it was crazy, man. It was real crazy. But have you, going along with that success and that successful feeling, have you had any times where you've struggled with inspiration or motivation, and you've wanted to maybe quit? And how did you overcome that?
Absolutely. And I would say, and I'm looking at the questions, and we'll kind of come back to this point later. It really sucks when you first start out. I mean, for everyone, because you know that viewer count just sits there and it doesn't really move. Like I said, I'm gonna bring up AG probably a few times.
No, you're fine. You said,
like, you know, you have that community, so it's not always just a 0 or 1. That 1 being you watching your stream to make sure it looks okay, like, which most people is how they start out. So it's just, I think my biggest thing is just turning that viewer count off, and just playing the games. And if someone pops in chat, you know, then it's cool.
Exactly.
But other than that, you just got to play and just kind of do what you normally would do gaming, but there might be someone watching. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly.
And so to overcome that, really, it's just you just got to keep streaming, like, because there are days where I don't want to stream at all, and you just have to do it because you know that consistency is what's going to make your channel grow.
Oh yeah.
So even when you don't feel like doing it, you got to do it. If you have that free time, or if I don't usually make a schedule because my work schedule is so weird.
You're right.
But especially if you have a schedule, you have to stick to that schedule, or else there's no point.
Right. I mean, I myself have a schedule that's in my panels and everything, and I don't follow it one bit. I can't. I mean,
like, I think I tweeted out a schedule twice, and I followed it, but I was like, "There's no point in this. Like, I don't have the audience to care about the schedule right now."
Right.
So
exactly. I mean, I'm just
gonna stream when I can.
Yeah, stream when it's convenient for you, because especially like my work, it's so it's hard to know when I'm going to get out of work most of the time. It's kind of like I can get out late or I can get out early, so I never know when I can start that. And there could be there's been multiple days where I've worked later than my scheduled start time. So it's always just been, I kind of just blow it off, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel you.
But yeah, so how I don't know how your girlfriend, I guess, or your friends or your job is. How do you handle balancing your life and streaming it together? Obviously, you have, you just kind of make the time. But is there anything like specific you do, like days you take off to spend with your girl, or I don't know? You got any examples of things that you do to help you cope?
Yeah, usually it's like. It's agreed upon, because when I first started this, I mean, she's always supported me. Like, that's the biggest thing. She's always been like, "Yeah, fucking do that. That's awesome."
That's big.
But
that's
like,
big.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. But it's pretty much agreed upon. Like, on my days off, I'm gonna stream at some point, and then usually if I stream, I try to stream at like around 4 hours, and then after that, it's we hang out. And then if I'm at work, like say for today, I worked from 5:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Usually I would probably stream when I got home at like 3 or 4.
Yep.
And then we'd hang out after that, or before and then after. So it's pretty much just like, because we know I'm gonna stream between like 4 to 5 hours, we just put the time in before or after that to make it like justifiable to hang out with each other before or after it.
Good. It's definitely, that's good to happen, because I mean, there's, I don't know, the people that are not cool with you streaming, like, is there anybody else, like your parents or anybody, has anybody told you that they think that streaming is dumb, or that they think you're quote unquote wasting your life with video games or anything like that?
No, my dad, he's never like said it was dumb, mainly because he doesn't know what it is.
Right.
Like, I've told him but he's just like, "Oh, you're just playing video games." But he's only said it a couple times. He's not like bashing me for it or anything. But actually, I got my first Twitch payout last week.
Hell yeah.
And I sent him a screenshot of my PayPal. I was like, "This is from just playing video games, by the way." And like, as like a slap in the face, but then he was like, "I don't understand." Like, I was like, "Dude, I'm getting paid to do it. It might only happen every few months, but I'm still getting paid to do it technically."
Exactly.
But no, he's basically his thing was like, as long as I graduate and get a bachelor's degree, he's fine with whatever else I do. He doesn't care.
Awesome, man. That's really good to hear, because I mean, I went through the same thing with both my parents and my brother, even because like. I'm 6 years younger than my brother, and my parents are definitely not I don't know. They're not good with computers. They're not good with technology in general. I forgot. I don't know.
Technologically advanced.
I was thinking technologically capable, but I don't know what I was. Anyway.
Yeah.
But like, long story short, yeah, my parents, I love them to death, but they live right next door to me. And
nice.
So they think like my dad will like sometimes just like walk in here, try to get my attention, and I've had to tell him a few times, like, hey, I'm doing my thing. I need you to respect that.
Yeah.
And he like, you're just playing video games. What's wrong with it? You can pause it. And okay, one, no, you can't. Two, I'm talking to people and
Yeah.
I'm entertaining people. I might not seem like that, but I am, and I need you to give me my space and my time before you come
Yeah.
barging into my own house. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Tech savvy, exactly, Lewis. That's what I was going for. Tech savvy. But yeah, that's good that they're not too crazy about or too overboard about it. So,
So I definitely don't live next to my dad, so
no.
he can't do that. I live in an apartment about 15 minutes from his house, so he's not just gonna come over here and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
And unfortunately, I bought the house that I grew up in, and then they moved next door afterwards. So it's always a battle. So I'm selling the house right now, so that won't be an issue here soon. All right. So next question here we got when. I'm sorry, I almost skipped a question. Walk us through a day in the life of DrBeaker on a weekend. So not a normal work day, a weekend that you plan to stream.
Okay, we'll say weekend that I plan to stream because I usually work weekends.
Okay,
My schedule's
so
weird.
a day that you plan to stream that you're not working.
So usually I like to do, on days that I have off, I like to do morning streams. Usually try to start at 10, most likely won't, so I'll start at 11 because I like to sleep. And also because Lexus, my girlfriend, usually gets off around, like, depending on how many patients she has that day, like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So if I can stream earlier in the day and be off by the time she gets home, I like to do that just so we can spend some time together. So I'll get up at like 9:30 ish, turn on the computer like immediately and start watching streams. Don't know who, it just depends on who's live, whose content I enjoy watching.
Right.
And then yeah, just kind of hang out and drink coffee or G Fuel or order food, something. And then once the time rolls around, I just start streaming, and then I'm there for about 4 or 5 hours.
All right, that's not too bad. I was thinking like, because like me and my, I used to basically set time aside every weekend to go, to visit my friends and to do certain things. But I'm not sure if you do you live in like, do you have any days on the weekends or the days that you have off that you dedicate to other people in your family, not just your girlfriend at all?
Actually, we usually go to my dad's house every Friday.
Every
To go
Friday.
hang out.
Nice. All right. Well, that's not too bad. So next, we can see. We got 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 2 more questions here. Then we're gonna move over to some clips that I want your opinion on. The next one would be when you're streaming. You've already answered this. How long are you normally live, and why do you only stream for a certain amount of time?
Well, yeah, like I said, I try to do 4 to 5 hours. I don't know why. That's just kind of the set time that I had in my head when I started. It's not always that. I've done 6, 7 hours before, and I usually stick to 4 or 5 hours because that's just usually let me see how I can word this. The amount of time like people just kind of hang out,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean that's a long time to just
yeah.
sit there and watch someone. So after I go to 6 or 7 hours, I'm kind of just hanging out, and most likely there's some people in chat as well. But even if there isn't, it's whatever. But I just feel like 4 to 5 hours, I'm not like over exhausting myself, and also staring at a screen for that long just isn't good for your eyes too. So.
Oh, you're 100% right. Your boy is doing some funny shit in the background.
Yep. I told him he has to do that every time I'm streaming so I can make a compilation clip.
That would be a good clip. I like that.
By the way, that's the guitarist of Doubting Thieves right there.
Oh yeah.
That's
oh
my
yeah.
name. Oh no. I'm little itty bitty. Jeez. Oh, okay.
Save it for someone else. So before you open your mouth, no, I don't need your help. What I really need is for you to
I can't hear it, but I know exactly what it's talking. Well, I'm not. I can't hear it. Well, if I have the stream open, it'll be on my screen. But I'm watching it on my laptop, and I know exactly what it sounds like. I made this clip, and I'm watching it right now.
That. I know that I don't know. I feel like I'm too clumsy and I'm not on point enough to be able to actually, drum consistently. I'm sure it takes a lot of practice, but it was just insane, dude. It's mind blowing, personally.
Well, thanks, man. I have been playing for like 10 years, so I would hope that I'm semi decent. Otherwise, I would have just quit.
Oh, great. They can only hear you on that, which I got to fix. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, you should be able to hear me now. All right, we're back. Now, I told you there's technical difficulties. It's going to happen all the time.
Oh, no. Trust me, man. We do ban live streams and stuff like that all the time. I get it.
Hashtag scuff streamer over here. All right. So
then, especially when I first started streaming. I had those all the time.
Oh, yeah. I was echoing. I had 2 audio inputs for like months, man, until someone actually told me, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
So you had 2 voices going at the
yeah,
same
exactly.
time? Oh, Jesus.
All right. So here
I have an audio background, so like I can at least get that far.
Right.
But it was the setting up the stream and all that stuff and making sure everything was working was the thing that fucked me for a while.
Oh, it's taken me a long time to learn Streamlabs and everything to do with it, man. It's I'm not personally technically very tech. God damn it! What was it, Lewis? Tech savvy. Lewis. God damn it. And I'm not technically savvy with it, so it took me a while to learn it. I'm still learning it. Like there's still a lot of stuff where I'm like, oh, okay, this means that. Like I can do this now, right? Okay, easy peasy. But I got another clip here. We're about ready to go, and I want to know. I'm super curious about this clip, to be honest. Like,
no, Jesus, I don't know what
I did not know about this. I did not know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Classic rock cover band for a while.
That's what I was wondering. I was thinking that you're in. Was this before Doubting Thieves?
Yeah, this was before Doubting Thieves. This was when I was still in college at the community college here in Waco, and we were all those people that are in the band. We were in the rock band at school together, and we were like, hey, we're all kind of fucking good, so we should play outside of school and make some money doing this.
Oh yeah.
And I don't remember if we even got paid for that gig, but that was actually a gig for 4th of July in Georgetown, Texas, and not everybody's like gathered around the stage, but there was like 3,000 to 4,000 people there.
Jeez. I was wondering, it looked like a fair or like a
at the 4th of July festival that they had. It was hot as shit.
Was it?
I was sweating so much. But that band was really fun, but ego has gotten in the way, and not mine, mind you. I don't think that I'm good enough to have an ego that like the band that I was in. But yeah, our guitarist thought he was way too good. I mean, he was good. He is good, but he thought he was a lot better than he is.
Oh yeah.
And then the singer, she was like, because we were texting one day and we were like, should we keep this going? Whatever. And she was like, well, what did she say? She said, I don't need to be in a band that isn't solely focused on me.
Wow.
It needs to be, I won't say her name. It needs to be my name with a band backing me and not me in a band. So I was like, all right, later.
Yeah,
like,
no, it can't be that way, man.
Deal with that. So we played a decent amount of shows, got paid a decent amount of money, but like at the end of the day, the band was fun. I loved playing that music. It was super fun music to play. Like that was Tom Sawyer by Rush, one of the best classic rock and drum parts in a song ever. But no matter how fun it was, like the behind the scenes crap was just too much bullshit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, all you guys going to school together, you guys are all trying to be in something that that makes you blow up and that makes you basically. And yeah, they think that they're not getting enough recognition, and that's way too much of an ego. That's insane. That's
bassist,
actually dumb.
I love who our bassist was. His name's Jacob. He lives in Colorado now. He is an absolute homie. I love the guy to death. He was a shredder on bass. He played amazing bass. He was the only one who wasn't like, I'm too good for this. So, like, I don't know. But he's an amazing bass player. If he still lived here, I would be begging him to be in Doubting Thieves, but he doesn't. So.
Rip, yeah. Well, it kind of sucks. I mean, I definitely like the sound. I was like, ooh, like this is a different style. I didn't realize who it was. Like I said, honestly, I'm 100% honest. I don't know that song, but but I was like, ooh, like this is totally not what I expected to see on come up on your Instagram. To be honest,
we played a decent amount of shows and they were really fun.
That's awesome to hear, man. I've always wanted to like be in something like that, but I haven't. I've tried multiple times playing guitar and stuff like that, and I guess I just don't have the discipline for it. I'm gonna be 100% on it. I don't, But no,
it
it's
takes
awesome.
A lot of time.
This next clip I got here, I'm gonna say that I'm just really jealous. I'm just gonna be really jealous.
Okay.
I don't know Tom Sawyer. I might have heard it when I was younger, but I'm not. I don't know. I didn't know it, right.
I'm gonna bet money that you've heard the song, but
it's not one that I've actively listened to.
If you don't listen to Rush, man, you should start, because they are like the epitome of what is great music.
Great song. I'll definitely have to pick it up, man. I'm uncultured for sure. But this next clip here, I'm super jealous. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just show it to you. I want more information. Let's just say that. I want more information here.
Okay.
Right.
Who is this guy?
Thank you.
This little guy.
Oh,
This little guy.
that is a little shitbird we like to call Elton.
Is he there with you?
He is in his kennel right now because he pissed on the bed.
Oh, rip.
See, this is what I need to do.
You can't piss on the bed, little guy. Oh my
I just need
god,
to
you're so
Oh,
cute.
pull up Elton on stream.
He is very cute, but he's a fucking asshole.
What? What are you doing?
Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious.
So
Yeah,
that's the dog that Lexus
Okay,
just
so
got.
Crazy right now.
But we have 2 cats as well, and they're both next to me, sunbathing through the window. Zuna, our black cat, is licking herself, and Ghost, my son, is asleep.
Oh, I used to have some cats. One of my cats that we used to have, it used to like let you pet his belly, and he was all chunky and stuff like that. Just cute as hell.
Yeah.
Just cute as hell.
Yeah. She
Aw.
goes up. We just put food in their bowl like throughout the day, and they eat. Or in the morning and they just eat throughout the day. Zuna goes up there to eat like fucking 50 times a day. So fat.
Is his belly gonna hit the ground soon?
Well, so she's super fluffy too, so I'm sure that's most of it. But we just think she's a fat ass.
Just think she's a fat ass. That's rude. It's so rude. So rude. For some reason, this one's not popping up. That's weird. We did that one. Okay, so we'll just go to that one. Copy. Sorry, more technical difficulties. As always.
We're chilling.
All right, so this clip I'm actually really impressed with. As you know, I'm a sniper main in Realm. So when I saw this, I'm on it. Even though you're just messing around here, it was clean. It was super clean.
3. Oh, bad. I mean, I hit him, but he wasn't a chicken anymore.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Damn it! I should have shot.
Ooh.
Guys, just kidding.
Oh, that was actually pretty sick.
Man.
Oh,
You just kidding.
That was clean. That was clean as hell, man.
dude, so I can't remember. I think it was Justin the Baker was in my chat that day, and he was like, "You got to do a 360 no, or 360 no scope." But obviously, I'm not gonna hit a fucking no scope.
Right.
And so it's funny because after that or during that game, we were just wiping the floor with people, and I'm pretty sure I'm playing with Bless in that game if I'm not mistaken. We got to the end, and it was the last person. I don't remember if it was a bot or not. Whoever it was not good. we were just repeatedly. There's like 20 attempts before the actual clip that you don't see because I just couldn't fucking get it. But yeah, I was pretty proud of that one. That was really fun.
No, it was definitely really good. I saw that. I was like, oh. And then that first shot, I was like, oh, okay. And then you hit the second shot, and I was like, okay. Like, damn, dude, let's go.
No, because the first one, he literally popped up as soon as I hit him to go back before he got unchickened. I was so pissed.
It was like the moment he got back up. That was perfect.
As soon as the bullet was traveling through the air, he came back up, and then I chickened him again. I was like, God, shit.
That's
and
amazing.
I was pissed. I was even more pissed too because I hit it, but it didn't kill him, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do that again. And then, of course, 2 seconds later, I did it again. So.
You like did the 360
I'm just that
spun.
fucking good.
You like corrected perfectly too. You're like, oh, too far.
Yeah.
Pop,
oh,
done.
I know, right? That little flick at the end.
Yeah, perfect, man.
I was pretty proud of that.
So now, if any of you guys have played with DrBeaker, no, he's a great player. He's fun, but what his real specialty is, what his lovely little specialty is kill stealing. I have evidence of this one right here, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and replay this.
Oh yeah, that's what Tyler.
Go ahead and replay this. Yep, Tyler. Go ahead and replay this. It's just that good, guys. Let's just watch.
Pause it.
Tyler's chicken. I heard the chicken. Oh, one shot. What is that? He comes in with the revolver last second. And Tyler looks at you with disgust and drops everything.
So my favorite part about this clip is obviously the fact that, and that's not just him dropping everything. He literally left the game.
Did he really?
Yes, he left the game. And so my favorite part of the clip is so my girlfriend Lexus is on the bed to the right watching me. And me and Tyler have been playing for a while, and I always do that to him, and he always gets upset. And the best part about it is that you can hear her laugh as soon as steal his kill, and like I don't know.
He says, "I'm
my
done."
Favorite. Oh, that's my favorite clip ever, dude. I fucking love that clip.
I died. I was like, that's fucking typical DrBeaker right there.
Every once in a while, he'll send me that clip and just be like, "Just remember who you are, by the way."
Remember who you are inside. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was nuts. Oh, God, I'll stop. All right, I know your roommate back there is in this video as well. This is also a cool video. I know what's going on here. I just want to know kind of what, if you remember, remember this video at all, and if you remember like what song you have working on at the moment.
Computer, and I can tell you. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
We're looking at your. Oh, it's like you got drums, that carpet looking good.
That's actually not my drum set.
No. Oh.
The kit that our producer had. Those are my cymbals, but not the drum set. Drum part that you're hearing right there is not the part that was in the actual song.
No. That was like you were recording it and it didn't make it in the song, or what do you mean?
So we changed it up as I was recording it. That drum part that I play. So the song is Bittersweet from the EP.
Oh, okay.
That drum part I wrote probably over 3 years before Doubting Thieves was a thing.
Wow. Okay.
Because I was in multiple bands before Doubting Thieves, and I had written that drum part for my first band. That obviously didn't happen. And then I was in another band that I joined. It was in a bunch of people in Waco, and they had started a band and they were looking for a drummer. My buddy John sent me the post that they were looking, and so I ended up joining. I came up with the name. It was Malicious Minds, which I loved that name. And then I used that drum part again, and the guitarist wrote over it, but the guitarist was a fucking sociopath and couldn't take any criticism at all. Like, I would tell him, hey, maybe it should change to this, or just be chugs there, or, excuse me, I'm burping. Holy shit. And I would tell him maybe it should be this or that, and the dude would like literally start twitching because he just didn't want that to happen.
Literally start twitching.
No, he would literally like,
what to do, man? Don't tell me what to
no,
do.
he'd be like, and like his hands would start twitching and all this stuff, and it was weird. You leaving?
Jeez, man, that's nuts.
So that band didn't work out for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, one sec.
You're totally fine.
All right, sorry.
You can't forget that. You gotta please the woman.
Yeah. But so yeah, that obviously didn't happen for obvious reasons. Also, the other members were just like not as good as I thought. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Our bass player was a fucking beast. Homeboy was insane, like Korn level type shit.
Really?
But the vocalists, we had two vocalists. They were meh. And then the guitarist, he was a decent guitarist, but he was just a fucking freak show.
Right.
So yeah, long story short, that drum part is from Bittersweet, and so the drum part you're hearing in the clip, that's what I originally wrote, but it didn't go with the guitars as well as it did in the demo. Mm-hmm. So our producer was like, hey, why don't you just try like just playing straight on the cymbal with the snare on 3, and then change the kicks to just whatever it is. It's just that. It's really simple. It's nothing crazy, but it made way more sense with the song. So that's what it ended up being.
It's crazy. You can just change like tiny little things inside your drum and inside your drum set or your solo, and then to make it, to change it, fit a whole different sound is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Fit the song way more. Just like so in that part I do that in the demo. I know you don't speak drums, so that might not make sense, but
I recognize it from the song. But
but so that's what I originally wrote, and then we changed it, and it was like a split decision thing, and it made way more sense with the song and sounded way better. But yeah, that studio update is from when we were tracking Bittersweet and 1998. I think we did both songs. Did we? I don't remember, but yeah, that's what that's from.
It's like seeing it in action as drums themselves. Like I never used to appreciate, like, I don't know, instrumental music until I really started to go, oh, Jesus, go away. God damn it. My dad just
What's that?
grabbed my arm through my window. Oh god.
I saw your reaction on this.
That's
I
what I'm
thought it was
talking
like
about.
a cat or
That's what I'm talking
something.
about
That's
right there.
way better.
I don't have a screen in my window right now. It's getting replaced, so it's like.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
That's fucking
anyway.
awesome.
God, that scared the hell out of me.
That's
Anyway,
great.
back to what I was doing. Shit. Oh, that scared me. Anyway, but yeah, no, I didn't. I never used to like fully appreciate instrumental music until I started to get into rock and metal. Because for a while there, I was like strictly a rap fan, and I was it is what it is, you know, growing up in high school. But then when you actually like get appreciation for music and the talent that goes into it, and man, when I listen to like, especially you play drums right there, I just like hearing the drums by themselves. It's like super nice.
Yeah, no, I've always been the exact same way. Like, and the reason we did those studio update things is because like those were something that we loved seeing from our favorite bands.
Right.
And so we were like, hopefully one day when we have the fan base, they can come back and watch these. So that's kind of the whole thing. And actually, I don't think it's that studio update. We had a studio update where we were recording Fuchsia and Sorrow and Bliss, and it's like a 45-minute video. It's a really long video, but we were supposed to put them out in episodes. We put out episode 1, and then which was like 6 minutes long out of the 45 minutes, and then never put out anything else. Because so we did like the little testimonial interviews by ourselves, right? Individual band members.
Oh yeah, no, I did see this one. Yep.
I hated so much my answers to the questions because I sounded like such a fucking egotistical asshole. I was like, we're not putting these out. I'm not doing it.
So I guess I would say that I guess I'm like the founder of the band.
I did say that.
Yeah,
I literally said that. I don't know. I didn't say it like that, but I was like, I mean, I guess no. That's literally exactly how I said it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the founder. It's my exact word.
I just watched it yesterday. That was funny. But no, that was good. It was funny. I like seeing those raw, the raw clips. Those really get me emotional. Now this next one's just a picture that I want to show you.
Okay.
All I can say about this one is I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what you're thinking in this moment in this picture. Okay.
Okay.
Oh God. Wish I was able to zoom in more.
Man, come on. I'm thinking, stay on time, you fuck.
Oh, man.
If that's the show, I know. Oh, okay. I can tell you exactly what I'm thinking at that show. Wait, no. That's at. Okay, that was a good show. That was our show in Lubbock. I'm pretty sure. Show. But I'm thinking stank face, look aggressive.
You're like,
but yeah, also I'm thinking stay on time, listen to the click track, shit like that.
Man, this is so much stuff to pay attention to. I can't imagine what's going how much you're racing at that time. You're just not thinking, not looking around you, just fucking. But that's insane.
It's when we go up on stage, dude. It is. Lewis clipped that. That's awesome. So before we play, I get like really nervous. I get like crazy butterflies in my stomach every single time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like even though I know these songs like the back of my head, like no question about it, I get nervous all the time. And then as soon as I get behind the kit, dude, and I press play on those backtracks, it's gone. It's crazy to describe, but it's so awesome. I love it so much.
So what are you like listening to the actual track in your head, like in your headphones or something like that? Or like, how does that work? 'Cause how do you know you're on time?
So what I'm listening to, Because most shows we don't have a bass player, and even if we do, there just won't be bass in the backtracks. What I'm listening to is the click, which is it just taps the tempo of the song, so I stay on time.
Oh, okay.
And then I also listen to. I'm listening to the backtracks, which for us, it's basically just like the sound effects. And if we don't have a bass player, it's the bass guitar. Sometimes there's an extra guitar track in there, depending on where in the song it's at. Just like, yeah, sound effects, the bongos in some of the songs, stuff like that is what's playing in my ears when I'm playing.
Oh, okay. Is this something to help keep the tempo in your head?
Yeah, it's like, so the click is the biggest part. I could play the whole set probably without the like backtracks for the song, but I have to have the click. If I don't have the click, we won't use backtracks, or else it'll get fucked up, because we have had to do that before at our very first show in Houston.
Oof.
And it was bad for a song. And actually that song was bittersweet. So, okay, so we played, what did we play first? We played, I think. So the reason why is because we forgot the power cable to our mixer in Waco, which is 4 hours from Houston.
Right.
We left the power cable, so we had nothing for me to hear the backtracks out of. So I had to. We played the first song, which was, I think, just like an intro thing, which wasn't crazy, and then we played Bittersweet, and we were like, yeah, let's keep the backtracks going. Even though I can't hear the click. And it was, I'd say, like 80% okay. We think it went shit, but we got a lot of compliments after the show, so whatever. But in Bittersweet, if you know the song, got a lot of compliments after the show, so. If you know the song, that's Brandon, my guitarist, by the way, saying what's good. There's like a little quote-unquote drum solo. And during that drum solo, it's just like, and there's silence. And the backtracks are completely silent. So I'm basically just attempting to keep time on my own. And I'm pretty sure I came in like kind of on time for when the song kicks back in, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember. But after that song, we just completely turned the backtracks off, and I just listened to them in my headphones so I could keep time. But we just played with no backtracks, just the band. And that show we had a bassist, so we could do that. So nothing was missing, but yeah.
Good. That's awesome. What's up, BP Cast? We're talking about your band a little bit here, mainly because it's one of the main focus, honestly, of this interview. I can't lie. It's a streamer interview, but, you know, I had to say something about it.
Well, man, I'm okay with that, honestly.
Perfect. All right, so I got another picture here. So that's another picture from one of your shows, and I want to know, who is this kid? Because he looks like he's super into it. I really is he just like a fan, one, like somebody in the crowd, or
that's our boy? That's our boy Kane. So that's Kane. He is probably 11 now. I think he was like 9 in that picture. No, maybe 10. I don't know. He's obviously he's really young.
Yeah, for sure.
So
my boy.
yeah, dude, I love Kane. Brandon's on the patio right now. I heard him through the window go, my boy. So we know Kane through his dad, whose name's Chris, and we know them through a band called Issues, who are our homies, and we've hung out with them with Issues several times. I actually met Chris and his dad at do you know the band We Came as Romans?
I've heard of it, yes.
A We Came as Romans show, and me and my buddy Sean, who was the vocalist of my last band, we were sitting up in the like the balcony area at a table, and Chris and his wife and Kane happened to sit right next to us. And you know, Kane was there, so I was saying what's up, and I introduced myself and got to talking to him and stuff like that. Became acquaintances at the time. And then they went up to the front of the stage, and Kane got on stage with Ocean's 8 Alaska, and We Came as Romans and all that awesome stuff. And so was there, parted ways, and then I saw them. I was hanging out with Issues at Warped Tour on their bus, and Chris got on the bus, and I was like, "Oh, dude, we met there," and he was like, "Oh shit, yeah." So then we started putting out our music, and Kane loved Bittersweet. There's actually a video on our Facebook of him singing the whole song. Like his dad filmed him while playing the YouTube video, and he sings the whole song. It's fucking awesome.
That has to feel so good, dude. That's awesome.
No, it was, dude. He sent me that video, and I almost cried. Like, I'm so serious. So that was at a show at a venue called Tomcats, which actually, unfortunately, due to COVID, just closed, which is very sad.
Yeah.
Because that venue was so fucking awesome. But yeah, that's at Tomcats, and they live in Dallas, and so we were like, if y'all can come, that would be awesome. We can get y'all in. And so, you know, we were happy to let Kane get on stage. He's actually got a mic in his hand, and he was singing with Dylan through Bittersweet the whole time.
So cool, dude. That's so awesome. You made that kid has a full life right there. That's crazy.
Oh my god, dude. He goes to, they take him to so many shows. And do you know the band The Word Alive?
And I feel like I've heard it, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
But so Kane was on stage with The Word Alive, singing, and then they had just released a song called "Burning Your World Down."
Mm-hmm.
And at the very end, they stopped the music and they gave Kane the mic and let him sing the whole chorus by himself, and it was fucking awesome.
Is he decent?
I mean, he's a 10-year-old kid.
Well, yeah, but I've heard some like amazing 10-year-old kids.
But I mean, he's not a singer, but
Right,
he's just doing it because he loves it. But he knew every single word to the song. Like, I don't know, it was so cool. That's probably my favorite show that we've ever played.
He just seems so into it right here. Like this is like you're looking at a future rock star right here, I feel like.
Oh yeah, he was headbanging like a motherfucker.
That's amazing, dude. I love to see stuff like that. I was just like, like, is this one of
Yeah.
their kids or like what's going on here? I'm not really sure. I got literally 3 more. Sorry, we're running a little over right now, so hopefully you're not like in a rush for anything.
Not at all. I'm chilling.
all right,
As long as you're
so-
good, I'm good.
All right, so we don't need to do that one because that one you've already explained. Your other band. I don't know why I had those like split up.
Jesus.
Oh God, I forgot about this.
You know it's good when the first thing he does is laugh.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have let me get your answer. You didn't let me answer.
You did your research. I'm okay with it. That means you're.
I couldn't stop watching it.
Oh my god, I love that video.
Oh, you know it. I look at the socials, my guy. I'm trying to find what's good out there.
Research, man. I'm okay with it. All right, let me just say, my hair looks fucking great in that video.
Oh, it does, dude.
At
least you have hair.
Yeah, it's true. So that is my favorite Snapchat filter ever. That's actually the filter. One sec.
Oh man, dude.
The filter that is my emote.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I don't. I know why I did that.
I
Song.
thought that was I thought that emote was the guy. Oh shoot. Do you know the guy from like America's Got Talent or something like that, where he just looks amazed, where he's like,
yeah,
you know, so that's what I thought that was. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's I took that picture on Lexus's phone because she has a better camera. I took that picture in Snapchat, sent it to Qualizar, and he made the emo in like 20 minutes.
That's
So,
amazing, dude.
but yeah, so that was my favorite Snapchat filter, and the reason I did that song was because me and my friend Nathan love the Bee Gees, which is who that artist is, and I was just like, this video is just fucking funny. Like, why not? That's literally it. It was just it made me laugh, and it made a hell of a lot more people laugh.
Oh,
So
it made me laugh.
Exactly. Like, I didn't care if
Oh,
If
shit.
people thought it was dumb, I was having a good time, and that's all I care about.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I died so much when I was watching that. So, all right, this is the last picture I got here. I just want to go
All right.
back to how long exactly did you say that you've been drumming?
Years.
Sorry, say that again. You cut out. You cut out again.
10
Years. Okay. You kept cutting out. I'm sorry. All right. So this next one is just me. Just look at little boy Beaker. Just look at little boy Beaker. Look at the little face.
Yeah,
Just look at the
that's
little face.
that's my sophomore year of high school that's actually my first year at China Spring. And I was on drumline
Hell yeah, dude.
and I fucking loved it.
Did you ever put on any shows for like senior send off or? I'm not sure if you guys had anything like that, but I mean, our school did for like all the seniors would go off and the drum line would come onto the stage and do this fucking awesome shit. Like
We did stuff every Friday at pep rallies. We would have like performances and stuff like that.
hell yeah. Did you ever have anything that like was it all like school put together? Or is there anything that like you guys as a drum line put together?
I don't think so. I think it was mostly school related.
Okay, fair. I mean, I just had to say that because like my school again, I went to a small school, so my school would like do stuff like that and just like let the choir, the band do like put together their own little show. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's the last picture I had.
No,
I just have a few more questions for you, and then we would go ahead and get off here because we are running up on an hour and a half right now, and it's not how long I intended it to be. But so hopefully I'm not like trying to keep you any longer than you need to be. So.
Like I said, if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so we got 8 more questions for you. We'll try to get through these real quick. So what go over the equipment that you have. Webcam, mic, mouse, keyboard, monitors, etc. Just what's your setup here?
I have the Logitech, what is it, like the C920 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The monitor that I use is an AOC. It was actually a Christmas gift from my dad because I wanted one, and I was like, "Hey, can you get me this monitor?" Which was a 144 hertz Spectre, and he was like my dad does, "No, I'll get you the cheaper one." So here you go. The PC that I have is a CyberPower Gaming pre-built that I got from Best Buy. I was like, I don't need anything crazy for my first PC, so I'm paying that thing off. Keyboard, it was an anniversary gift from Lexus. It is a Razer. I don't remember the brand, or not the brand, but the model.
Right.
But it's a nice fucking keyboard, so that's all that matters.
Oh yeah.
Mouse came with the PC. It's honestly like I've thought about getting a new mouse, but I mean my mouse is fine for what I need right now. So.
Oh yeah, I mean as long as you're okay with it, that's all that matters. Yeah, I was thinking it looked like a closet door as well, but
that's actually, it's funny. That's what our vocalist said too. But no, that's the door to his bedroom. Funny enough.
That's hilarious.
That's my room, dog.
So don't talk shit about my room.
That's
so funny, dude.
The microphone that I have, I actually got from the Focusrite Studio Pack. I got that for Christmas one year, and the mic's great. I didn't have to buy anything, so that was nice to not have to buy one. And then the mixer that I have, it's fucking massive. It's a 8-channel mixer that I was actually going to use to record drums, but I was an idiot and didn't. And an audio interface and a mixer. So my dumbass bought an 8-channel mixer thinking I could record 8 channels when a mixer only records 1.
Right.
So yeah. So I have this big ass thing. It's a Yamaha MG12 XU, and I use probably 2% of the features that it has.
Yeah, you went a little bit overboard for that.
So-
That's for sure.
Fucking pissed when I tried to record drums, and it was like, you get one track. I was like, God.
That's why I overpay.
And it pissed me off too. And I literally think about this every once in a while. I actually ordered an audio interface. I don't remember the brand, but it was decent for what I needed. It wasn't anything fancy. It was like $180, which is not expensive for when it comes to audio interfaces. But and I canceled that order and got this.
Oh
So-
shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Let's not show that.
Oh no.
We're good. We're good. But that's good. At least it works for you. You know, where you get what you
Does
need
what
to
I
use
need
it
it
for.
to do,
You know?
so I could care less.
All right. So you are a streamer on Twitch, obviously. Why exactly? Why do you need to restart? Go back a little bit here. What features do you think Twitch should change or add to their layout to help make your job easier?
Honestly, I think for what I need, it's actually fine. I actually really enjoy the update that they just put in where if you're like I'm looking at your stream right now, if you're just looking at the regular like window with the chat next to it and who you're following on the left,
Yep.
it shows the view count on the bottom now instead of like having to hover over it, and it has the uptime, so you don't have to like type in the command. So I thought that was actually a really cool thing that they put in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm nerdy, so I pay attention to that shit.
Right.
And actually, I kind of didn't like how they put the follow and subscribe thing at the bottom. I liked that up top, but that's just me. But other than that, man, I don't know the ins and outs of Twitch enough to care. So,
Fair.
like, I'm fine.
That's what I was about to say, Doc. My layout was not like that either. My follow and stuff like that is on top.
No.
So yeah, I'm not sure what version you have there.
I
don't
know.
Fair enough. At least for yours, you wish they would change that for yours, which that might be you. But I understand what you're saying.
It was like that, like because I used to not have the follow count at the bottom. Like it's a little red dude with the number next to it, and then it's got the uptime ticking, which wasn't there before, and so I just assumed they did an update and changed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened
I don't know.
there. Maybe
Maybe I'm just fucking dumb. I don't know.
No. So what advice would you give others that want to start streaming? What what piece of advice would you give them?
Do it.
Just do it. You give them the old Shia LaBeouf.
We're going the full Nike. Just do it. Because I think you're gonna enjoy it, even though it's going to suck and be slow at the very beginning. Like I said earlier, turn the viewer count and the uptime off. You don't need to be when you first start. You don't need to be paying attention to how many people are watching. You don't need to be paying attention to how long you've been streaming. Just stream. Like start, and then when you feel like getting off, get off.
Mm-hmm.
So just do that and be as consistent as your schedule allows you to are the biggest things, like advice wise, that I can. Also quality. Make sure that you have like decent audio. Don't just jump into it. Okay, let me recant my statement of just do it. Prepare first.
Just do it, but think about it first. But just do it, but think about it.
Just do it, but like hold on for a second. Hurry up and wait. Yeah, no, you want to make sure that like you have decent audio so that you're not on like a fucking the PlayStation microphone that you get with the controller. Like you don't want that.
Right.
You want to sound good enough for people to like not their ears aren't fucking bleeding and they want to watch you. Also, a face cam is huge. I don't think that I think there's one person that I follow that doesn't use a face cam.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm looking for random streams, like when I'm watching, if I want to watch Realm and I want to find someone new, I 99% of the time don't click on someone who doesn't have a face cam.
I'm the same way. I mean, yeah, it definitely is just a a big feature that I want to see. I want to you can connect personally more. I feel like when you can see them and when you know that they're putting in the effort for that.
Like you want to know who you're talking to type of thing.
Right, exactly. I'm not. There's definitely some streamers out there that it's personal to them. They don't want to show their faces online. But I understand that. But just know that the majority of people do want to see that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. I like that.
It's just prepare well and be consistent. I'd say are the biggest things.
Exactly. Yep. 100%. Definitely. One of the biggest things, and I say this all the time, and I'm gonna continue to say it pretty much probably almost every time. Networking has been one of the biggest things for me. Don't just expect to play games and grow. You need to make connections. You need to go into other people's streams, make friends. When I first started, I was like, oh yeah, let's make connections. It is what it is. But no, I've literally made friends from streaming, and it's actually insane. Like I never would have thought it would come out to this. So definitely. No, me neither.
Like I'd say the most recent one that happened for me was Soda. Like I went to his stream from Adam, and then like a few months later, I'm playing games with him and like hanging out in Discord and stuff like that. Like and you like.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have. I never would have met you ever because you live in Michigan.
Right.
Ever. Without if streaming and Twitch wasn't the thing. So like it's just networking is the biggest thing if you want to start a path of success in any situation ever. If it's music, if it's streaming, if it's anything, networking is the biggest thing. And I would say don't go into streams that you've never been into expecting them to immediately be a friend and want to play games with you. Like it takes a while. You have to hang out and show them that you're there to be a homie, like that you're there for their content, not just to like scope their viewers because you want to play video games with them. Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. Dedication and networking is like the two that I have to say the most, just because you got to put in the time, you got to put in the grind, and you got to actually like put an effort in making friends and making the connections. Otherwise, if you just play games every day and you expect to grow, you might get some followers here and there, but unless you have like you build a connection with someone, they're not going to want to come back to watch you. They don't feel like that they're connected enough to want to be there. So
exactly.
That's one of the biggest things that I've found in total. So
yeah. No, absolutely.
All right, so who are some? I guess give me the top 5. I want to say top 5. Just give me 5 of your favorite streamers that you watch as of right now.
The people I watch most regularly are Adam A's, if you don't know, John Sandman, Jericho. Let me look at my followers or my following real quick. Actually, I'll do it over here. Yeah, so Adam A's, Jericho, John Sandman. I just started watching Jordan Fisher recently.
I know who he is. Yep.
Yeah, he mainly plays Valorant. He's actually a musician, and he's like a fucking like child actor. He's like actually famous.
He was in like High School Musical and
like crazy shit like that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yep.
I had no idea. And then I was in his chat, and like one of his like auto messages was listen to his new single. The dude has the butteriest R&B voice ever. Beautiful.
Ooh.
It's buttery, bro. And
Doc says he's dope. Yeah, he's a good dude.
And then let's see. It's probably split between Oda, K Donnie, and this guy Ronnie Crazy.
Lewis says my favorite streamer is accordion guy. Oh my god, don't even go there with me right now. There's a guy that plays accordion, dude. I'm talking rocks out on an accordion, dog. Like most I've ever seen.
Actually, actually, you know what? And also Josh Manuel Drums, the drummer for Issues. He live streams. He's actually streaming right now, playing one of their albums. But I just found a guy through Adam. He rated him. It's the Dapper Rapper.
Oh yeah. I've known about him for a while. He's dope. 1 second here. We got a raid from Martini Rita.
Come against me, that's a no-no. Yo, 'cause I'm a beast. Yo, get 50, must make more dough. We will be shaking your flow. Come against me, that's a no-no.
Yo, Martini, we got Webb in here. How's it going? Godfather was already in here showing some love. Martini, thank you so much for that raid. You've showed me so much love in this past, and I wish I could return it. Honestly, you guys are amazing. Doc, thank you so much for that shout out. I only get the big old heart from DrBeaker as well. Aw, put it above your head, and you got a red heart.
Funny
So I have
guy.
the same hat. Oh yeah, crispy, dude, crispy hat. I likey. All right, where were we at? Yeah. So you already went over. You said Soda Man and the Dapper Rapper. Yeah, the Dapper Rapper. He's actually. Do you know who Don Danger Juan is?
I don't think so.
He's a good. He's one of our friends. He plays Valorant and was a realm player back in the day as well. But he has like an alert of the Dapper Rapper saying his name in a rap, and I think Doc Honeybadger is actually the one that showed me who Dapper Rapper is, and he's super dope. I'm in there actually quite a bit.
No, he's so sick. Like, and I found like one of the sickest beats I've ever heard on one of his streams, and someone actually sent it to me, and it's so fucking dope.
Best vibes on Twitch. Facts, dude. Facts. Like, I wish I had just the memory to be able to. He just does stuff off the dome so insanely. Just sits there. We'll
crazy.
see a word in chat and add it into the rap, and just like man, that's just so fucking cool. It's creative. And his fucking beard, man. His mustache like curls down to like halfway down his beard, man. Like that's. I wish.
His whole look, bro.
I know. Dapper as fuck. The Dapper
He's got the
Rapper.
hair, he's got the beard. Dapper as fuck.
Dapper as fuck.
It's almost like he meant to do that.
Have I ever seen his beard down? No, I haven't. I've seen it tied up. Shit is wild, dude. I bet it's gotta be halfway to like his knees, dog. Like seriously, it's insane. So you already listed your favorite streamers. So those I some of those streamers that you had said are definitely some of my favorites as well. So do you have what are your future ambitions or goals as a streamer? Obviously you got, let's become partner. I want to, get a community, but like truly what do you envision do you have any cool plans for your channel down the road, is what I'm asking.
Quality. I always want to make the quality better. Like just getting a better PC eventually. Probably the Logitech Brio face cam to get the 4K. So quality is one thing, and then I'm on my way to 1,000 followers, which is probably my next big landmark. I'm at like 598 right now.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
So that's probably the biggest thing. I'm not even worried about partner at this point. It's so far out of reach right now that I don't care.
No, fact. That's the way to be, honestly.
That's something that once the numbers start coming, then I'll be like, yeah, let's push for partner. But right now, I'm just playing video games
Doing it for
and
fun.
hanging out with
Awesome.
friends. Yeah,
have you ever thought about incorporating your music with your streams, or do you want to kind of separate that life from your streaming?
I don't have any intention of like purposefully separating it. I would actually really like to one day like be able to hook up either my actual drum kit or an electric kit and just kind of jam out for a few hours on stream.
Mm-hmm.
That would be super cool. But being as I don't have an electric kit anymore and I'm in an apartment, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're right.
So that's the biggest thing. But once we get a house, I fully plan on trying to incorporate that in some way, shape, or form.
I would love to see that, man. I really would. Do you know there's a streamer out there named Jersh? Do you know who Jersh is?
I do know who Jersh is.
Okay, yeah. He obviously started out, same thing, playing games, but he played guitar on stream as well. And a lot of his followers, he was getting a lot of followers and a lot of attention for his guitar playing. So he made it pretty much a full-time guitar stream.
Yeah.
Was the move for him most definitely, dude. Definitely. But I definitely just think that it just shows talent, and that shows like I could sit there all for hours and watch someone do either the drumming or the guitar. I know a lot of people in the music category that do that type of stuff. So I just down the road, that'd be really cool to see that from you. I mean, obviously do what you like, but it's just my opinion.
Like I said, I would love to. I'd probably just stream when I practice, like whether it sounds good or not. I don't really care.
Right.
But like being as I have been able to practice sit behind a drum kit and just do whatever in literally over a year. Just because living in like moving in with my girlfriend, being in an apartment, my stepmom, her and her 2 daughters just moved into his house, so I can't go over there and beat on shit anymore. So like, it's tough, but like I said, once I get a house, that's gonna change completely.
Awesome. Yeah, and definitely hope to see that here in the future. So we're done to our last 2 questions, and I would say they're not necessarily questions. The last question I have for you, in your opinion, what is your favorite song from your own band? Your favorite song from Doubting Thieves?
Okay, so my favorite song that is out right now,
right,
is Isolation. Fucking hard. There's not really another way to put it, and it's funny because when we
okay, Cast. I don't know. I'm gonna call you Brandon because I know your name's Brandon, dude. Like, I've seen you in his chat multiple times, like, downplay your own music, dog. You guys got this. You guys got this. Trust me, there's multiple people that I know, like my friends, my family, streamer friends, that I've shown this music, and they're all loving it, dog. You need to pick your fucking attitude up and get it going. Make more music. You guys got this shit.
Small sidetrack. Something that fucking pisses me off about this little bitch in that room over there. He started a song while I was at work.
Yeah.
Because he found a sample of a chord progression. He wrote a sick ass fucking guitar part to it, deleted it, and then I got home and I was like, hey, how is this song going? He's like, it's not. I haven't worked on it. It's not done. I was like, okay, fair enough. He was like, but I did find this, and he showed me the piano chord progression, and he was like, I wrote some like weird.
I'm sorry.
He was like, yeah, I was. He was like, I wrote some like weird Polyphia, which is a band, Polyphia. If you don't know them, you should listen to them. They're insane. He's like, I wrote some weird Polyphia type shit, and I was like, well, let me hear it. He was like, I can't. I deleted it. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And then I went and hung out with Lex a little bit, and then I came back, and he re-recorded it, and he showed it to me, and I was like, dude, like it slaps. And he was, no, it doesn't. And I was like, yes, it does. And he was like, all right, let me call Dylan and get his verdict. And Dylan is more dramatic than I am. He was like, holy shit, like, this is sick. We sent him the clip after we got off the phone. He was like, dude, in the 3 minutes that I haven't been talking to you, I've already written like a whole song to this. And so yeah, that's just Brandon being Brandon and being a little crybaby.
Brandon, no, seriously, dog. Like, I respect your shit, and you're good at it. Obviously, you've had how many people tell you that you're good at it? You just stop downplaying yourself, my dude. Because honestly, like your shit's like every single one of your guys' songs is on my playlist, and I rock out to every time it's on. It's not one that, like, there's some bands I listen to that it's like the same fucking thing through the whole song, and I'm like, okay, you know, that's pretty fucking stereotypical and common. You guys actually have like the versatility and fucking, you got the drum solos and you got the guitar solo and you got this. It's amazing, dude. You guys just need to keep that shit up, dog. I'm serious. Like, I'm serious.
So my favorite song that we have out right now is Isolation.
Which I will put on after this next question. I'm gonna put that song on as like the ending little song here while I do my thing. So
but there's a song called Dark Clouds that isn't out yet. It's not the next single, but it's the one after that I'm not gonna say who, and Brandon, don't get mad at me because I'm saying this. There's a feature on it that is insane. That's probably I'd say my favorite 3 songs: Isolation, Dark Clouds, and then there's another one I think called Somebody Else, but it's the last song on the album, and I'm pretty sure it's going to make people cry.
Really? Like, is it slow tempoed or is it just?
It's just the way it sounds. It's not slow or anything. It's a rock song. But well, I mean, it's kind of slow, but it just you'll see. It's just a great fucking song.
Fair enough. All right, man, that is it. And if everybody doesn't know Dr. Beaker, go give him a follow. Twitch.tv/DrBeaker, no period. There it is. So this is your time, my guy. Tell the audience whatever you like. Give them advice. Give them wisdom. Plug all your socials, sponsors, etc. Go at it. Go forth. Do your thing.
Yeah, so I guess follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/DrBeaker. I'd really appreciate that, and I hope to see anybody in chat when I'm streaming. I don't really give a shit if you follow me on social media when it comes to that, but it's at the Bigger Staff. But I do give a shit. You should go follow my band on social media at Doubting Thieves on everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. At Doubting Thieves,
Spotify,
because we have, and Spotify. Yeah, it's Spotify too. But, I mean, we're on everything. So
right.
Apple Music, Spotify, fucking Shazam, MySpace,
right.
all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would appreciate it a lot if you follow me anywhere, but Twitch and our band social media would be fucking awesome.
Definitely give their band a follow. If you guys are into metal, or what do you guys consider yourself? Pop, rock, pop metal? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
we say basically with a little bit of gent and jazz thrown in.
Oh, yes. You said isolation? All right, so guys, that is it for the interview. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw this video on. And as of this moment, this is going to be where the interview cuts off. I'm getting a little unprofessional. I'm about to do a dab with you guys. And I think we're going to get